So, yeah, well, let us just start. It's exactly right. So 112 participants right now in the room. We had around 700 registrations. So, but it's absolutely clear people are stepping in and out, also in the different slots, sorry, I was distracted because there was something in the chat. Right, we're getting in now. So a very warm welcome to the Career Summit 2023, Unlocking Pathways to Career Excellence. A very warm welcome to everyone from Kine, Dr. Kine Ikebuaku. So a very dear friend and colleague with whom this series has been established through the last 2 years already. So it's the 3rd year and it's all growing, but we will come back to that. And as well, a warm welcome also from Gudrun Chazotte from the DAAD head office in Germany, in Bonn. And of course, a warm welcome from myself. So my name is Ruth Knoblich. For almost 4 years now, I'm working as a DAAD lecturer in the DAAD-funded South African German Center for Development Research at the University of the Western Cape in Cape Town, South Africa. So in my own research, I'm focusing on politics, policies, law and regulation of science, technology and innovation, particularly in context to sustainable development. And so there's one particular interest in innovation systems on the African continent. And I'm also very interested in questions around how to regulate particularly new technologies. This all works or ties back into my work as a DAAD lecturer, which is, of course, on the one hand side, the typical work in lecturing in the field of development research, the supervision work with students. And on the other hand side, what our center does and what furthermore is involved, or I'm getting more involved in the management, but also in the building of higher education cooperation and research collaboration between African partners and Germany, Europe, which brings me to the DAAD itself. So the German Academic Exchange Service, the DAAD or the DAAD, as it's mostly said, is the world's largest funding organization for the international exchange of students and researchers. So scholarships and grants, this is what most of the people directly have in their minds when they hear about the DAAD. And there are these programs that are based in Germany and bring scholars to Germany, but there is also a huge range of specific programs supporting the mobility within regions. So for instance, on the African continent, when we think of the inner African mobility schemes, the DAAD is, for instance, or runs, for instance, the In-Country and Region Scholarship Program. So for Africans who want to study in Africa, really in a broad range of disciplines, all sorts of master's and PhD programs related to development, or the SDGs in a broader sense. But the DAAD, apart from these inner African mobility schemes and the scholarships in general, is doing by far more than that. So the DAAD supports higher education cooperation and institution building. Here on the African continent, for instance, the DAAD is funding currently 12 African centers of excellence. They're all financed by the Federal Foreign Office. These centers, and that's, for instance, also the center where I'm based in development research, and where Kine, by the way, was one of our DAAD scholarship holders in his PhD work. So there are many more, as I said, 12 in total, in a field of really ranging content-wise from resource management to microfinance, mining, engineering, to logistics. And we are right now also happy that a new Center of Excellence is about to be established. We are right now waiting for a new call for a Center of Excellence in Food Systems and Data Science, which shall be based in South Africa, so at a South African university, partnering, of course, as all the Centers of Excellence, with one German partner, and in that case, another Sub-Saharan Africa partner institution. And in that case, that's also kind of a development from the German side. The funding structure or the finance structure becomes a more diverse, yeah, in a way it's about more synergies, and it also includes, in that case of the new center that is about to be established, as well the South African side, so the South African Department of Science and Innovation. And we, in a way, also expect more centers to come. Likewise, SDG graduate schools, financed by the Ministry of Economic Cooperation and Development. So generally speaking, the focus on Africa from the German side is and remains strong, and is also in parts really growing, notwithstanding any financial problems due to the international crisis that we have, etc. So we can see that supporting and further extending the existing ties and networks in the field of higher education collaboration and exchange and in joint research is really growing. And this brings me to my last point. So what are we doing here right now? What is our vision when it comes to the Career Summit? As said, so Kine and I, we started 2 years ago with what we called employability workshops, aiming at offering support in career path finding. That was the idea. So kind of helping to create support in the way out of academia further into the job market. Maybe also, of course, continuing in the academia, but on a different level. But mostly between the academia and the broader field of, at the beginning, very closely international development cooperation, but this has also been opening up tremendously. Building up networks within the African continent, and of course, over to or linking to Germany, Europe, and beyond. These workshops look all slightly different. We built them all up strongly on DAAD alumni structures. So specifically the alumni of our center were coming in like in this summit, but also beyond that. And other speakers who were enthusiastic to come in and share their knowledge and expertise, their insights into how to develop career paths. And yeah, we are particularly grateful to the DAAD financial support. So thanks to the support by the DAAD lecturer program, which allows us, due to a funding that is accessible, to establish this series. As said, we started with smaller programs. It has been really growing. This Career Summit really kind of overwhelmed us with the kind of feedback that we received, with really 700 participants signing up. And we decided then also to extend the program. And we were again overwhelmed to see how many speakers were willing to spend their time to come in and engage and support this idea. So, back to our vision. Our vision is twofold. So one is, as said, it is the vision to create opportunities through networks, established networks that can be extended through the channels that the DAAD provides us, but of course beyond, supporting these structures on the African continent and back to partners, or over to partners, and further opportunities, of course. Secondly, the second part of the vision is that we want to continue. This has kind of created a momentum now that we want to sustain. The ideas are not yet very concrete. For sure, there will be more events following, maybe more specified in certain areas of job worlds, more specified onto certain groups of persons who might be interested to join. There will be more coming this way for sure. We are also possibly looking at, different, or maybe a viable platform even to create a sustainable idea of what is happening here right now. So we are also very happy if you come in with ideas, by the way, with wishes, maybe what you would like to have as follow-ups from what we are doing today and tomorrow, and for a smaller group also next week, of course, as you see the program. So let me thank you all for participating, as this is actually forming this momentum. So without you, it wouldn't be possible. And thanks particularly also to all the speakers who are as excited as we are and willing to share their experiences and insights. And thanks, of course, again to the DAAD supporting us with their structures. So this time we really spreaded this invitation through all the DAAD programs that are running on the continent or in Germany, but related to Africa. So it's quite interesting for us to see that also alumni now from all the different channels, in a way, are connecting. That's as well as one part of what we see right now, what is happening. And of course, thanks to the DAAD again for the financial support. So I'm very much looking forward to a fruitful event. And now I would like to hand over to Gudrun, to you. By the way, Gudrun needs to leave quickly after her presentation with a lot of apologies. She has another appointment where she needs to be in time. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Ruth, for this kind introduction. And to be honest, I prepared some welcome words, but I don't know what to say because Ruth, you did it in a way. You summarized what DAAD is, what we are doing, what is important for us to the African continent. So please forgive me. I will do some spontaneous welcome words to everyone, just coming from the bottom of my heart, to be honest, because here I'm so happy introducing or welcoming to this event because I think it's so important. And it's so useful seeing how many people we are funding, which have so much potential. And often at the end, there's something what is missing, just to link it, just to get the chance for entering into the career paths. And here you are filling this gap. So thank you very much for this great idea. And I think, yeah, we at DAAD, we tried just to spread the announcement. And I was overwhelmed as well when you just sent me the message. We have so many people wishing to attend. So thank you very much for the participants as well, for seeing this opportunity and for just grasping it, and as well for the speakers, like we can see here, how many speakers just came up for supporting you. So I think doing things like this, it's really the linking point, let's say. DAAD is an important partner, I think, for African institutions and for African academics. I hope so, that everyone thinks that we are really a partner that has the heart with the African people, trying to giving opportunities to supporting structures in place with our surplus in region programs, etc. You mentioned everything, the centers we have. So we try going this way and complementing it with our funding opportunities in Germany. And we are so happy when we can see that something is coming out of it. And the alumni we have, I just put it in my words as it's a big family. For me, the alumni of DAAD, it's special. You're building a group, and it's kind of family for us as well. And we try keeping contact with them. It's not always easy because, you know, like everywhere in the world, too much to do and too many things on the table. But this is so important for us that we just stay in contact, and that we can give such opportunities like this seminar that makes sense for them. Because I think this is the crucial point. When we wish to keep in contact, we need to find ways where it's fruitful for both sides. And here I think this seminar is one of those that can really make a difference. So really, I'm interested in knowing more about it. I'm so sorry that I can't stay with you for the seminar, but I would like to keep in contact. So please, Ruth and Keen, afterwards, after the seminar, I'm so interested in knowing the results, the motivation of people, how it works, etc. I think this area, this topic of how can we are all well qualified. How can we bring this in value? How can we just get all the chances we are prepared for taking over? How can we do so? How can we do best? I think if we can work this out and use this properly, this would be a fantastic add-on for our DAAD alumni. And like for everyone, I suggest here if we have other people as well than only DAAD alumni. So I'm so happy that our DAAD alumni, they are allowed to join. So thank you very much for this. But like you told us, yes, it's possible because of DAAD as well. So perhaps we can see that this may be something normal. But nevertheless, I'm so grateful that you took this initiative. And yeah, I wish you all here, for the organizers, as well for the technical support behind, because this is really a hard job doing a webinar like this for so many people, but as well the organizers, the speaker, and the participants. I wish you all a fruitful seminar, get so much of it, and have some fun as well. I think this is important as well, having fun with things. You do it better even. And I hope that this will be just the first step for getting to fulfilling your dream, to getting whatever you wish in the world. It's important presenting yourself and knowing how to do. And to be honest, one of the next seminars you will see me as participant, because I'm interested in as well. So please put me on your list already. For next time, when I have more time, I will be listening to you all. So thank you very much. And I'm so sorry, but I have to leave now. So thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much, Gudrun. Actually, thank you for making it. I know how difficult it was for you actually choosing to spend some time with us, because of course you communicated with us how busy today will be for you. Once again, everyone, welcome. I'm so excited. We are really excited. What an opportunity to actually bring together a lot of young scholars, professionals from Africa and the rest of the world. So my name is Dr. Kene. 3 years ago, I started a company called Mozisha. I'm trying to share, do a presentation, but it seems to not want to work. So maybe I'll just, if it doesn't work. Anyway, it's fine. I'll just go ahead. So 3 years ago, I started a company called Mozisha. So basically what we do is to nurture African talent, and in partnership with organizations and businesses all over the world, we provide them access to employment. And I think this is a very important thing for us. One, because Africa is currently the most youthful continent in the world, with over 60% of Africans less than 25 years of age. And it is projected by 2040, Africa will have the largest workforce in the world. Now, at the same time, the other parts of the world are getting older. So that means that the future export of Africa is neither going to be diamond nor gold. It's not going to be oil, but it's going to be human capital. So how do we ensure that we not only equip these young people with relevant skills, knowledge, whatever it takes, but also expose them to global opportunities? And so that is what Mozisha has been preoccupied with over the past few years. And of course, that was why we are very excited to be in partnership with the DAAD lecture program. I started out with Ruth to actually organize this program. It's about creating a platform for young Africans to actually have access to opportunity. And so with the theme of this year being about creating the right network that you need to actually excel in your career, we are so excited, and we believe that from this summit, whether today's program and tomorrow's program, you are going to not pick up not just insight and tips, but also you are going to have a significant network impact, right? You're going to network with other people that will help to catapult your career to the next level. So that is it about me. Without